about to fly. I'm gonna power up. As you can see, I slid my battery back a little bit. This is 2200 milliamp hour, 30 amp discharge, C rate for continuous, which will give it enough of a burst to get up in altitude without having to spend half the battery time. And I've got it slid about 2 inches back in there, so it's not going to make it nose heavy. I've got my battery alarm right here. It's probably a bad spot for it being in the nose for in case of nose collision, but
they're very convenient though.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, you want to have a battery alarm on anything electric you fly, helicopter. Actually, it's good for flying gas too, because you don't want to lose your power to your receiver or bubble your battery, not realizing it.
I'm glad you showed them to me, because
yeah, they're cheap. They're like what, a 5-pack is like I don't know, 11 bucks, you know. So they're like $2 a piece. You can probably find them even cheaper than that. Okay. Flaps are good. Make sure ailerons are moving in the right direction. They're good. Elevators in the proper direction. Rudders in the proper direction. Uh-oh. For some reason we don't have any rudder in the other direction. Have it in that direction, but not this one. We pop the canopy, make sure that battery's not restricting the servo movement.
that's what I was thinking. It happens.
Alright. So let's just pull this out a little bit. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, put that on top of there.
It was on top.
Okay.
I guess I have to slide it back a little bit further. Yeah, it's still restricting it. Well, I didn't have that problem with the other ones because I guess I nosed them down so much they had a lot more, because they were blown out in here from slamming into the ground. They had a little bit more space. And let's see, now if I do that I won't have elevator. Well, we'll just have to have it a little bit forward. It might make it a little bit nose heavy, but it's not going to be horribly nose heavy.
Yeah, when you're taking off, be sure to, kind of get the feel of it before it gets off the ground.
Right.
And that way you'll know what you're working with.
And flaps are going to help out with it being a little nose heavy too. Later on, I'll probably come up with a Velcro strap or a Velcro on the side of the battery and on the side wall of this. That way it'll just lay in there. Clamp it down and then make sure we got full rudder. Everything's lining up good. Alright, we're going to deploy full flaps and see how short of a distance it'll take off in.
Alright, we're good and ready here.
Oh wow. If anything, I got to take the flaps off to keep it from nosing. Cut the throttle back a little bit. So yeah, see that 30C discharge rate on that battery really helps to get that thing off the ground quick. You'll be able to do a little bit more RPM with that versus the 20 or 25C discharge battery that they
Can you try to stay close? Because
yeah, it's gaining in altitude. I'll cut the throttle and glide a little bit. Yeah, the stock battery that they
I keep
recommend,
losing you.
the stock battery they recommend, I think, is a 20C or 25C discharge. I got flaps down, so it's going to go real slow here.
How's it handling?
Excellent. I mean, I've got it on low rates right now, but it's just, when you see it's just slow glide. No power. I'll go ahead and put some power to it so we don't hit the ground. Full flaps deployed.
Oh, it's like it's got a cushion of air up under it.
And I'm not even using any rudder to turn. Alright, I got it on mid flaps now, so maybe it won't nose up quite so much. But yeah, I mean, even with that battery slid forward more than I normally fly these at, it's still not nosing down. I'm gonna set it straight, level, and then take my hand off the remote and show once I get it level. I mean, it's not really nosing down at all. Alright, that little sharp upward maneuver you really don't want to do unless you reimburse those wing spars. Reinforce them. Reimburse. Been borrowing too much money. Alright, we're gonna put the pedal to the metal here, and
You got your flaps up?
yeah, they're up. Yeah, do a little downward elevator trim on it. This is the first fly for this plane, by the way. This is my third one. This is the first flight of it. And that's with 60% throw. How snappy that was. It's kind of fast for a trainer. If you're new at flying these planes, or new to flying at all, you don't want to go full throttle unless you're just taking off until you get a feel for it. That's 60% throw. And it's pretty squirrely on that. And I got the throttle at half. So yeah, if you're a new flyer, honestly, I would put your low rates at like 40%. Because that's kind of snappy for a trainee.
This makes my arms tired.
You can shut it off because I'm about to see how far out I can get it with this new receiver.
Just
This
do a
is
little slow, easy flyby.
it's actually not even that slow. Let's see if I can deploy a little bit of flaps.
Okay, we're gonna shut it off here.